So this is kind of an intro to the beginning of where I'm going with this video. And I'm really gonna try and explain my part of what I wanna do and where I wanna go. So this is almost like a video blog, right? I want to reveal to you, I wanna be transparent. I also wanna be careful because this is my life story and there are other people involved, sacred people. What I mean by that is people that I consider very valuable, very important in my life. And I'm gonna take on this journey as I've gone from, not nobody, but I've gone from, being successful, running real estate brokerages, managing hundreds of agents, closing thousands of deals. In 1 year, I closed 979 transactions. It was $555 million, so over $500 million in closed sales volume. That was pre-C19, so now we're going into C19. It was lockdown, and that was very hard for me, being the ambitious, highly motivated person that I am. So let's fast forward, okay? I am in a place right now where over a year ago, actually it was a year ago, just over a year ago, I'm kind of trying to figure this out because I'm trying to be as transparent as possible, take you on this journey, tell you my story, at the same time show you what I've had to go through, what I've been through, but also protecting the people that have been good to me and supported me. There was only really one person, a real amazing gentleman who really took care of me and helped me get out of this pit that I was in on a snowy day with a lion. I literally had gone to a place in life where I had lost all hope, lost all faith, lost all credibility. I was broken. I was abandoned. I was homeless. I was in a place of despair. Now, granted, that was the past. I'm just trying to take you back in this timeline of my journey. And what I had to experience was like the nothingness, just having nothing, just being completely isolated, like being an island, and really having to realize how everything means nothing and nothing means everything, where property, material items, when you don't have them, it doesn't mean anything. Now that I have them, it's a little bit more important. And just to give you an idea, when I was homeless and I was going through divorce, and what that had done to me is, that's my fault. I take all responsibility because I'm accountable for my actions, and I could have behaved better, I could have made better decisions, and I chose to really have elementary behavior. And sadly, I look around me and a lot of people are friggin' elementary. They're just silly human beings. And shame on them, but again, that's their problem, not mine. I've had to sort myself out, they can sort themselves out. And hopefully they can watch this video so they can have a wake-up call. I had to really realize that I had to take myself to another place. Because where I was scared, I was hungry, I was desperate, I was lonely, I was, I had no idea what the next step was. I had no game plan, no vision. I literally was in a place of nothingness. I was just, first of all, when you have no gas for your car and when you're hungry, you're in a very awkward, very interesting, very scared, strange place. And it plays games with your mind. It really plays games with you. So a lot of it was a turning point where one night I was sitting on the side of the freeway because I had to sleep where I couldn't be bothered and where the cops wouldn't tell you to move. So I parked on the side of the freeway by the Tesla dealership where there's all these cars. So my car would just kind of mix in with the rest of them because all of them parked everywhere. So it kind of, to me, it was a safe place. Well, it's kind of corny, but I'm just using it because that was kind of the idea I had at that time. And I was there many, many nights for weeks on end. And I was being fed through some associates that I'd visit, and I'd get a meal, or I'd gone to the local church that would give me food, and I would eat the packets, and it was very strange. It was very awkward because I wasn't used to asking for food. I wasn't used to going hungry. I wasn't used to not having money. I'd always earned a lot of money. I'd always done very well. Not always. However, I'd never had really not had anything. I couldn't turn to people that I could to before. And I'm glad because now that I've done it on my own and I've built myself and I have my own business and I have my own success and I'm building myself up again to be extraordinary and to be pretty unwavered commitment to what I'm doing, and this is how I got there. So a friend of mine who I'd been coaching before, I started coaching him again, and he somehow, and at this time I spoke to a lot of real estate agents that I was working with to see if I could pick up some clients, start making some income. Somehow this gentleman just picked up that I was in despair, just picked up that I was homeless, just picked up that I wasn't in a good place. And I come to find, because 10, 12 years prior, he'd been in the same place. So he kind of, when you've been in a place and you've experienced it before, you don't know what you've never experienced. So you can't give me your opinion and tell me that that you've been through something when you've never experienced it. You can't tell me how you want something to be when you've never been there and experienced it for yourself. So I don't give credit where credit isn't due, and I really don't have time for people's nonsense. I'm not into this, oh, woe is me, or shame on you. No. I have empathy. Don't get me wrong, I have empathy. That's different though to giving credit where credit isn't due. Big difference. And when you've been homeless, you tend to have a different perspective. And I can see why homeless people are so broken. It's so hard to get out of that. Fortunately, I was blessed that a gentleman came into my life, a brother, a friend, and supported me and lifted me up and gave me the encouragement that I needed, the support that I needed to get to where I was going. And he believed in me. He was the only person that believed in me. Only one person. Not two, not three, not one person believed in me. One. So as I was praying to the stars at night, because I was looking at the stars, I was praying to the stars, I was praying to God. I started having breakthroughs, and I started I started watching lots, thousands of hours of YouTube videos, thousands, because all I had all I had was time, and I had my phone and I had my laptop. So all I would do all day long is sit up in Panera Bread all day long, from when they open up in the morning to when they close at night, and I'd watch YouTube video after YouTube video after YouTube video on motivation, on mindset, on success, on inspiration, on transformation. And I started finding some really interesting characters. And then towards the end of last year, and I can remember I'm homeless. I've been homeless for months. I've been homeless for over a year. It's probably it's probably going to be another couple of months. But anyway, a friend of mine, for entertainment purposes, we'll call him T. T said, Kevin, hey, there's this 3-day course and you should go. At that time I had no money. Now T, he kind of was there for me. It was actually, he said he'd loan me the money. I actually haven't paid it back yet. So T, I owe you $97. He paid $97 for me to go to a 3-day seminar called NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming. And the gentleman was Dr. Matt. He was teaching, he's from Hawaii. And I went there for the 3 days. This was the beginning of December. And it was transformational. When I saw him, not hypnotize people, but really change people's perspective of the fear of snakes, and now they can touch a snake. Smoking, now they stop smoking. I knew that that's what I needed. So I started studying NLP, and I started watching more videos on NLP. And I came across a gentleman, Mark Zell, on YouTube, because I was looking to be motivated, right? I really hadn't understand hypnosis yet. I really hadn't understand infinite intelligence yet. I hadn't really understood going internally, because my whole external world was broken. It was nothing. It was meaningless to me at that point, because it had done nothing for me. I started looking internally at myself and my own thoughts and myself, getting to understanding the subconscious mind. And this guy, Mark Zell, young kid, is probably the most impressive kid I've ever fucking met. This fucking guy is so remarkable. It's shocking. And he's 25 years old. So I started watching this kid. I'm like, who the hell is this kid? What is he all about? Okay. Come to find out, he's a hypnotist. He's a master hypnotist. So I'm like, what he has, I want. So I started watching him more and more. Again, hundreds of hours of Mark Zell, seeing him do remarkable, extraordinary things. And that's what started my journey to go into hypnosis. So then I started doing some self-hypnosis on myself to get myself out of the rut that I was in and the place that I was, and really kind of expand my horizons. And literally I'm days away from becoming a certified master hypnotist. Now, what that means is it's helping master my behavior. I'm not there yet, I'm not excellent, I'm getting better. And I will be excellent as I get my associates in hypnotherapy. What it's done is help me understand my behavior and control my thoughts. When you can control your thoughts that are just mashugana, they're just going berserk all day long. When you can control your thoughts, it's called self-mastery. And that's what I'm learning. Where I'm going with this is, now my digital agency is doing well. It's going places. I've got a doctor, I've got some athletes, and I'm really starting to work on that. Now I can open my own practice in about a few weeks' time when I'm insured and bonded, and I can get my website up and so forth. So over a year ago, I was broken, I was homeless, I really had nothing. I started praying, seeking the infinite intelligence, the divine source, which is the God code. He's told me his name, by the way. Yes, he has. And he for some reason shared his son's name with me, and he loves his son. Like, his son is everything to him. And it even told me his son's name. That's not what you think it is, guys. You guys have been deceived. Your churches and all your stuff and your institutions and your governments and your jobs, they've been BSing you. When you get to really go internally and understand who you are as a sacred human being, that you're the temple, not the building that you go visit on a Sunday. Now again, there's nothing wrong with going to church and praising. He loves praise. But I'm telling you what it's all about. It's about a personal, intimate relationship. That's what the key is. That's the key right there. Okay, it took me, thankfully I'm saved. It took me a while to kind of discover this and figure this out, but now I know. So I'm going to end here because this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of this journey of mine. I'm going to share with you my craziness, my ultimate success of becoming extraordinary because of where I was and where I'm going to. Hope this resonates with you. I don't want to come across angry. I've got some venting to do. Even my dreams, I have to vent my dreams. Again, through self-hypnosis, this has really helped become a better human being. And now where I'm going, what I'm doing, and where I'm at is, I would never have imagined this a year ago. This would not have made any sense to me because I would not have believed it because I was not in the right place. So, be a leader, not a follower. Be a lender, not a borrower. Always intend on doing the right thing and always tell the truth. This is Kevin Du Toit, guys. Cheers.